I mean, if you look at how all of the LLMs work today, most systems work with underlying search tools and then synthesize information. So there are some differences in how, say, ChatGPT uses a search to answer questions, or Claude uses a search to answer questions under the hood, but it still does use a search. And so when you look at the enterprise, even when at Glean, one of the products I helped build and ran was the assistant. Glean Assistant worked very well because it was built on top of our very strong search primitives. So for example, if you're asking a question, take like a question someone would ask in a company, like who's working on this project and what are the latest updates, right? Now an LLM inherently doesn't know the projects and the stuff in the company. The LLM has to go and use tools to go find that out. Now, if you had to go and use each tool separately to try to find out every single bit of information, it's going to take a very long time.
Yeah.
And you might find a lot of information that's just not useful.
Yeah.
A good search system collapses that into maybe 1 or 2 search queries that it has to issue. And it goes like, what is this project? Who's working on it? That's one query. If the search is designed well, you can answer it. And then what are the latest updates? That's the second query.
Yeah.
And just with 2 searches, you're able to, within 5 seconds, answer that question for a person, which is extremely important to have good latency and good quality. So I guess my point is, despite LLMs being a thing, it only accelerates a good search. It doesn't replace a good search.
Got it. Yeah. As you were talking about this, I was just thinking what the future of interfaces will look like with this kind of simplification. You're getting at intent, right? Larry Page was very big on building interfaces which can capture intent, so you can communicate where your intent is understood by the interface. What do you think about that? Like, how does intent get into this, or are you getting towards the intent?
There are 2 kinds of intent. I might be nerding out too much on search stuff here,
No,
but there's
good.
2 kinds of intent. One is implicit, one is explicit.
Yeah.
Implicit intent means, what do I know about the user that can inform what they might be looking for? So in enterprise setting, that would be, well, I know he's an engineer. I know who they work with. I know what documents they like accessing and have accessed recently. I know what projects they're working on. I know who their manager is. Things like this.
Yeah.
That kind of guides the intent. So when this person is looking for a concept or a project, you're probably looking for code, probably looking for Confluence documentation on a particular problem, probably not looking for a PRD, probably not looking for marketing documents. So already, just by knowing the user well, you know a little bit about their intent. This is particularly different in enterprise search, because in consumer search, you actually know much less about the user than you do in enterprise. You know everything about the user.
It's very hyper-personalized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The second thing is the implied intent given the search query. So the same search query, the same set of strings can mean various different things depending on context. So for example, we would see very often, like here's a classic one. Bigger companies love acronyms. They love 3-letter acronyms, and there are tons and tons and tons of 3-letter acronyms, and somehow nobody knows what all of them mean. So when it comes to asking for an acronym, it turns out the same acronym means various things for different people.
Yeah.
And understanding the intent of what that acronym means is actually something that is not given in the query, and you have to imply it from both what you know about the user and then the context that they're searching for something in. Like, are they searching for it? What are the kinds of things they've searched for recently? What are the kinds of things have they looked at? That informs how even the query is interpreted and answered. So yes, it does matter, and those are some of the high-level ways that we would sort of understand intent.
Yeah.